after The View at the same time slot? Are you going, it's a competitor?
We're going to compete with them, yeah.
It is going to cost you to speak your mind. But at a certain point, people have to stand up because it'll cost you more to let your rights be usurped and taken away.
But if you hurt them, if you cost them money, you will never work again.
All the hiring for the new pilots, the main focus is going to be diversity. What? Diversity? Not the best pilots you can find?
Rob Schneider's true character shows in his fearlessness against cancel culture, his dedication to truth, and his firm stance on his beliefs. These traits, however, are exactly what Hollywood's woke culture hates. Not only have they opposed him, but they even targeted his child to try to silence him. But Rob isn't backing down. Even The View tried to harm his reputation, but he hit back with a bold statement that tore theirs apart. Before we get to that, let's look at how he got to this point.
Shouldn't be such a shock. We don't get 10 parties, you get 2, right. You know? And I really feel I don't want the Democratic Party trying to run my life, and there's not one aspect of your life that they don't want to interfere with. So I had it with them. So I got out of California, I moved to the slightly freer state of Arizona.
Rob Schneider was joking, but he was also seriously sharing how the Democratic Party had disrupted his life so much that he decided to move to a place with less Democratic influence. For those who don't know, Rob Schneider used to be a Democrat himself. But after becoming a target of cancel culture, he saw that nothing would change if he stayed in that environment.
I mean, literally, there wasn't, taxes. there wasn't one part of business. I mean, Newsom pushed me over the edge. Right. I mean, it's just like, I just don't think your life gets better there. It gets worse. I mean, you know what it was? It was like, there was, literally, there wasn't, taxes. There wasn't one part of business. I mean, Newsom pushed me over the edge. Right. I mean, it's just like, I just don't think your life gets better there. It gets worse. I mean, you know what it was? It was like, there was, in San Francisco, they said you had to remove, I was living in San Francisco. I had it made there. It's like, it's on the cable car and everything. I had a rooftop. This is the place where I'm going to live forever. And they said, you have to have the toilets removed from your house. And I said, what? I don't have toilets in front of my house. It was flower pots. Right. They made me remove all the flower pots. So it just got crazier and crazier. And maybe I'm looking at this all wrong. San Francisco either has a huge homeless problem or a gigantic camping success story. You have to look at it both ways.
Why would you want to be so bold and so vocal about it? Because Tulsi said, if you don't agree with the Democratic Party, you're trashed, you're canceled.
Yes. So absolutely, she's right.
Do you worry about that, getting jobs?
Yes, of course you are. Yeah. As an actor, you're always coming from a place of trying to get work. But at a certain point, you have to worry about, I mean, I'm in my 50s now, late 50s. It's going to catch you too, Brian. But, no, yeah, I worry more about the freedoms of my kids. Yeah. I'm a grandfather now. Right. And so, I mean, I do at a certain point, you have to put it's really weird. Something's wrong when people say, like, if you put God and family and country first, that's somehow controversial. Right. How is that controversial?
It's tough not to feel for Rob Schneider after all he's been through. He's lost friendships and opportunities, yet he's still standing strong and speaking out. Now he can freely throw the truth in their faces. In a recent podcast with Greg Gutfeld, Rob shared his view on the kind of people who still support the Democratic Party, and you probably already know the type. Just listen to how he breaks down each one using their own traits.
The View, I have many, I think when, was Barbara
Walters,
was she still on it back then?
Yeah, she was on it even after she died.
I remember I was on The View, and I don't know what man whore I was playing at the time in a movie he was promoting. And I remember I took off her shoe just as a joke, to kind of do something. And her foot, that was a mistake.
Oh my God.
Hey, it was kind of, every toe had its own, Anyway, God rest her soul.
Yes.
Well, I don't know who's dumber, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a tough question.
It's a close. You know what? Whoopi, she thought either the Nazis thought the Jews were a race or were in a race. I'm not sure what she thought. And I thought, this new one was Sunny, pretty dumb. And then Joey Behar in her own echo chamber. I'm going to say the dumbest people who still watch the show.
Yes.
The whole audience clapped, by the way.
Studio audience.
Statements, yeah.
Whoopi, though.
She's funny, right?
No.
Oh, okay. I was trying to find some kind of redeeming thing to say about The View. You could see right through me.
Well, at least
Comedian and actor Rob Schneider recently made headlines, not just for his political comments, but also for announcing a new project. A few weeks ago, he shared plans to launch a new show to rival The View. Unlike The View, this talk show will feature women with a much sharper sense of humor. Rob said the show will focus on making people laugh instead of shaming them with politics, giving it a fresh and fun twist.
A all-ladies talk show that won't be like The View.
Is it the opposite of The View?
It could be, but we're just going to do a show that it'll be the opposite because this will be entertaining.
Okay.
It'll be funny.
Yeah.
We'll have funny women on it. They're going to tell jokes and have funny stories and health and wellness.
Is the idea to go after The View at the same time slot? Are you going, it's a competitor?
And we're going to compete with them, yeah. I don't know if the same time slot. We're not going to announce who's doing the show yet, but that's what's happening now, and it's official.
While speaking, Rob Schneider shared a video that humorously mocked The View, taking a direct jab at the show's tone and style. He noted that many viewers are tired of the show's agenda and its constant left-leaning biased opinions. Schneider made it clear that his new program will offer a refreshing alternative, focusing on humor and open conversation without pushing any political agenda.
You tell people to stay fraught and like this.
I'm telling people to prepare, Whoopi. I'm telling people
do you think they're not prepared? They are prepared.
So that means that they can't be relaxing and enjoying Christmas.
No, it doesn't mean that.
When winter is coming.
No, it does. You know what? I'm sorry.
I mean, I disagree.
Winter is here.
Right.
Winter's been with us.
They cannot help but gin up fear about Trump.
Who in America doesn't want to watch that?
Right?
It's just funny. It's as interesting as a Hunter Biden painting made of his own feces.
For everyone eager to see what Rob Schneider's new show is all about, here it is, explained by the creator himself. With his fresh take on talk shows, focusing on humor and open dialogue instead of politics, this is shaping up to be one of the biggest TV show rivalries of our time. Fans are already excited, and it's clear this will make a big impact on daytime TV.
Sniping and trying to make people feel terrible, and people are sick of it. People don't want to have the politics. We're going to have an entertaining show with people for entertaining people all over America. And we're not trying to just bring people who are angry and bitter and reinforcing their political echo chamber. I mean, that's what you and I do here.
Right.
You're an opportunity in America to move away from the politics. We have an opportunity to get America healthy again. That's why I'm so excited about Robert Kennedy. And, being the health, and it's a generational opportunity.
Rob Schneider is actively working to build something that can create generational wealth, not just sitting around talking on a podcast. He's out there sharing his views and challenging ideas, especially those that often come from left-leaning students. One standout moment was when he spoke with a young student, showing how much effort it really takes to defend freedom of speech. Rob is living proof that standing up for your beliefs takes courage and action, not just words.
It is going to cost you to speak your mind. But at a certain point, people have to stand up because it'll cost you more to let your rights be usurped and taken away. Discuss, debate, come up with the best ideas, and then figure out a way to do it. I'm going to make movies here without them, without Hollywood. I'll find out a way, or I won't, and I'll figure out something else to do. But let me tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to sit and be silenced and say I'm not going to speak my mind, because I do believe that we have a chance to do something special. It's worth whatever movies that they don't want to hire me for. Thank you.
Rob Schneider uses his humor not just to entertain, but to point out the dangers of where society could be headed if things keep escalating. His goal isn't to offend anyone. It's to use comedy to highlight serious issues, making people think while still making them laugh.
Last month, the CEO, he announced of all the hiring for all the new pilots that are coming up this year, all the hiring for the new pilots, the main focus is going to be diversity. What?
Diversity? Not the best pilots you can find? The ones with the most hours of experience? Ones who've done it before? Really? Nope, diversity.
I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of flying all the time with these white pilots landing safely and on time. Boring!
Rob Schneider didn't just use humor to entertain. He took it a step further by mocking the Democrats at a conservative event, proving he truly stands by his beliefs. His boldness shows that arguing with him is like trying to walk through a wall. It's simply not going to happen. He knows where he stands and isn't afraid to make that clear, no matter who disagrees.
I'm not being paid to be here. I'm here because I love my country and because Donald Trump surrounds himself with intelligent women who are very good looking. What a crowd. Wow. There's got to be 5,000 people here, which is double MSNBC's primetime viewership.
Rob Schneider stands out as one of the few Hollywood actors who didn't follow the mainstream woke trend for the sake of a paycheck. He stays true to his beliefs and isn't afraid to speak his mind. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.